And hello, Shima girls. How we doing? Today's July the 12th, 2025, Saturday, and I'm here. I'm here on Shima Hair 21, where most of you have been following me since as early, well, I should say since as late as 2007. Okay. And yeah, I've been doing my thing since 2007. And we've just been taking care of things behind the scenes. That's all. But I've been here, ladies. You have seen me off and on, even though it seems like as if I took a break, but I've been here. It's just I have to take care of certain situations and things like that. And also, that I've been on my healing journey and I've been doing quite well, quite well. So in this particular video, I would like to get into some don'ts. I will call them Shima's top 5 don'ts if you really, really, really want long hair. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you relax your hair, if you are 100% natural like I am, I'm 100% natural. If you are biracial, remember as Black women, our biggest issue with why our hair doesn't seem to grow is because of hair dryness. Okay. So let's look at these 5 don'ts. These 5 don'ts I want you ladies, whether you're chemically treated or natural, just keep in mind these 5 don'ts if you really, really want to grow fairy tale mythical hair. So for example, don't number 1, you don't have to be mixed to grow long hair. Stop thinking you have to be mixed of a certain race if you want long hair. If you've been on my channel and you've been here 17, 18 years and you've known and you see my testimonials of Shima girls from all over the world who have grown their hair. They've been type 4C, type 4A, all the types. If you go by the hair type chart, I personally don't like the hair type chart, but it's okay if you wanna, if that helps you to achieve your hair length goals, then you could go by the hair type chart. My thing is hair dryness. You have to wipe out that hair dryness on the spot. Okay. And then, follow it up with the protective styling. So no, you don't have to be mixed if you really want long hair. Number 2, you don't have to wear fake hair weaves, lace fronts, all types of fake hair for the rest of your life, just to say that you have long hair. Okay. So if you're the type of, girl or woman that, you feel that you have to get some hair weave sewn in every week or every other week, just because you don't think that your hair can grow, unfortunately, you're sadly mistaken. Your hair can grow. Okay. It's against that hair dryness. You have to have the right products that penetrate the hair strand to really moisturize the heck out of the hair. Okay. So you have to find the right product for your hair type. Okay. Thankfully with my Shima hair products, it's targeted, specifically targeted, caters to Afro textured hair. And that's why it works for 95% of Black hair types, my Shima hair products. Okay. You can check them out at shimahaircare.com. My Shima hair products at shimahaircare.com. And you're going to see my, my Shima hair argan oil, my new collection of Shima hair products, my Shima hair vitamins, all of my Shima hair products that cater specifically to our unique requirements of Black hair is on my Shima hair website. Okay. So again, ladies, you don't have to wear fake hair the rest of your life to have long hair. Okay. Number 3, you don't have to wrap a bath towel around your hair to fake as if you have long hair. As little girls, as Black little girls, I mean, to be specific, we used to do that. I used to do that, wrap a hair towel, from the one that you use to dry your body with, and pretend that that's your hair, and shake it here, shake it there, look at yourself in the mirror for minutes and minutes at a time, or even hours, or even in your bedroom, you're doing the same thing with that hair, that bath towel wrapped around your hair, faking it, as if, wishing you had long hair. Some of us, we just do it for fun, but some of us truly wish that was our hair. We love the feeling it gives us, feel like a fairy princess. Okay, so we grow up, it's because of the images of long hair everywhere, as little girls with the fairy tales, the Cinderella stories, the Sleeping Beauty stories, sad to say is, it's European type of, fairy tales that we're looking at. And then that's why we think that only those races of girls or women could have long hair. Okay. But that is not true. That is all a myth. Black women, black little girls can have long hair. As a matter of fact, in the 70s and 80s, before the relaxers really took off, and then of course the hair weaves really took off, most of our black little girls had long hair. Okay, it's after they grew up and then they started putting that relaxer, those chemicals, the mothers, of course, and the females in their life started putting all those chemicals in their hair, and they didn't know how to properly do it. They didn't know that takes maintenance. You don't just slap a relaxer on your little girl's hair and they just that's it. You don't slap it again until it's time to do the touch up. It's a whole mess. Okay, so that destroyed our hair as we grew up. But when we were little, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I started relaxing at 11 years old. Your hair was perfectly fine. Okay, you will see that your little brothers here, they grow without any problems. That's low manipulation. They don't do much to their hair. If maybe once a couple of weeks they go to the barber to get it cut, get their favorite cut, something like that. But they're not constantly manipulating their hair, trying to keep up with the latest style and things of that nature. Okay. Let's look at number 4. Number 4, you don't have to trim your hair like clockwork to have long hair. Okay, so if you've been on my channel, you've seen that I've spoken about this. Even though it's good to trim your hair because, sometimes it's good to even it out. If your hair is too uneven, that's fine. You can even out. If as a matter of fact, that would be called a cut because you're trying to even out the hair. You're going, straight, precision cut most of the time. But here with dust and trim, okay, we're doing the search and destroy method. We're searching for the split ends and then we're trimming it off. Search and destroy the split ends, the broken hairs. Okay, because most of the time we'd have our hair in a protective style, hair bun, in a French braid, 2-strand twist. It's tucked in. The ends of our hair is tucked in. So the longer our hair is tucked in, the safer it's going to be, the healthier the ends are going to be. So you don't have to cut. In other words, we don't have to cut the healthy ends. Let's say we trim our hair once every 4 weeks. When you remove your protective style, you see that most of your ends are fine. They're okay. You can literally skip it. You don't have to trim your ends. So no, okay. Number 4, you don't have to trim your hair like clockwork every few weeks to have long hair. Number 5, you don't have to rely on genetics, to have long hair. Again, this takes us back to number 1, where you don't have to be mixed to have long hair. Most of the time, genetics, what it does, it determines how fast your hair can grow, but it doesn't determine whether or not you're going to have long hair. Long hair, a lot of the times, relies on hair length retention. Okay, that's why we do the protective style, to retain the length that the roots have already produced. Okay, whether you're producing 1/4 of an inch a month or 1/2 of an inch a month, the protective styling and the right hair care products is going to protect that length. At the end of your 4 weeks or even your 2 weeks, if you're a newbie, or 7 days, it's protecting the length. Okay, so that is hair length retention. And let's end it with that, let's end it with that. I hope you ladies enjoyed this video. I'm going to be back, to maybe even elaborate more on this video, but I just want to, to create this video and let ladies know that Shima's doing good. Shima's progressing. She's healing and she's thinking about you. Okay. So as long as you're using the right products, ladies, as long as, remaining consistent, you're not giving up, being persistent, and, and being patient. Okay. And your hair would definitely grow and thrive and be thick and gorgeous and beautiful. So stay tuned to Shima Hair 21. Okay. God bless you, ladies. Thanks for stopping by again. Mwah.